for more on this. Jeffrey Seltzer joins us. He's the Deputy Director at the Department of Energy and Environment. Great to have you with us. How did we get into this problem in the first place?
Well, in this region, and I think in lots of regions throughout the country, we historically haven't treated water as the resource it is. We have a history of agricultural practices in this area. We clear-cut forests initially that led to all kinds of problems with erosion and sedimentation of our rivers, a history of industrial development along our waterways that left legacies of toxic pollutants. And the way we've built our urban environment, dense urban development, was in a way that didn't treat water as a resource and continues to cause problems with our waters.
So how has this impacted you and I?
Well, I think water, ideally water would be something we could take for granted as something that's a usable resource for all of us. We could, I would love for my children and myself to be able to jump in the river, swim in it, know it's safe, fish in it, know that those fish are safe to eat, and it has a lot of impacts. It's also the water we drink. Everyone is downstream from somebody else. So if we don't treat our waters right, it's going to impact somebody.
So what do we need to do to resolve this? Be it something that the consumer can do, or something that can be done at the political level?
Yeah, well, let me start with the political level. I think that's a very key piece to it. Here in Washington, D.C., we have a Mayor Muriel Bowser who's really committed to clean waters, and it takes that kind of political commitment and will to make progress. It also takes the public support. We're doing a lot of major infrastructure projects. We're building massive tunnels under the Anacostia River to capture sewage that used to go into the river. And wastewater treatment plant upgrades, they take a lot of revenue and a lot of public support. So without that, things won't happen. In addition, we need innovation. Even with all that public support and dollars, we're never going to get there. It takes partnership. It takes policies that encourage private investment in helping to address the management, improve water quality. This is a regional problem. It takes the kind of partnership with other states and other jurisdictions and various levels of government to make progress. And I think a lot of those things have aligned, and we're getting there.
So we saw in that report there that oysters are helping resolve the issue. Does this mean that the oysters, if I order a dozen oysters at a steakhouse, that I'm gonna be eating my own pollution?
Well, oysters, that's what they do. They filter. I can't speak to what type of oysters you're buying in this store, but
Sure.
that's basically what oysters do. And I think using natural solutions to help fix the problem is a great idea and has multiple benefits. So I'm excited to see that, and I think that and other kind of policies we're starting to round the corner and make progress.
All right, Jeffrey Seltzer, great to have you with us. Really appreciate you being here. Thanks for that.